Hello guys, good morning. My name is Vishnu Ambadas Kaurki, class MSc Biotechnology first year, and my seminar topic is weak and water interaction guided by Dr. L.H. Kamble sir. So water is the most abundant substance in the living system, making up 70% or more of the weight of most organisms. The living organism on earth doubtless arose in an aqueous environment, and the course of evolution has been shaped by the properties of the aqueous medium in which life began. Next slide. Weak attraction in aqueous system. Hydrogen bonds between water molecules provide the cohesive forces that make water a liquid at room temperature and a crystalline solid with a highly arrangement of molecules of cold temperature. Polar biomolecules dissolve radially in water because they can replace water interaction with more energetically favorable water solute interaction. In contrast, non-polar biomolecules are poorly soluble in water because they interfere with water-water interaction but are unable to form water solute interaction. This is some hydrogen bonding gives water its unusual properties. The given table in the table that water has higher melting point, boiling point, and heat of vaporization than most other common solvents. These are some solvents and their melting point, boiling point, and heat of vaporization. These are the structure of a water molecule. The hydrogen bond of water is 0.177 nm and covalent bond is 0.0965 nm. So hydrogen bonds are relatively weak. Thus in liquid water have a bond dissociation energy of about 23 kJ per mole compared with 417 kJ per mole for a covalent OH bond in water or 348 kJ per mole for a covalent CC bond. When water is heated, increase in temperature reflect the faster motion of individual water molecules. At any given time, most of the molecules in liquid water are hydrogen bonded, but the lifetime of each hydrogen bond is just 1 to 20 picoseconds. When one hydrogen bonds break, another hydrogen bond form with the same partner or new one within 0.1 picosecond. These are the hydrogen bonding in ice. During melting or evaporation, the entropy of the aqueous system increase as the highly ordered arrays of water molecule in ice relax into the less orderly hydrogen bonded arrays in liquid water or into the wholly disordered gaseous state. At the room temperature, both the melting of ice and the evaporation of water occur spontaneously. The dependency of the water molecules to associate through hydrogen bonds is outweighed by the energetic push toward randomness. Water interacts electrostatically with charged solute. Water is an polar solvent. It radially dissolves most biomolecules, which are generally charged or polar compounds that dissolve easily in water are hydrophilic. In contrast, non-polar solvents such as chloroform and benzene are poor solvent for polar biomolecules but easily dissolve those that are hydrophilic non-polar molecules such as lipid and waxes. Next slide is these are the some example of polar, non-polar and amphipathic biomolecules. Then amphipathic compound in aqueous solution. Amphipathic compounds contain region that are polar and region that are non-polar. When an amphipathic compound is mixed with water, the polar hydrophilic region interacts favorably with the water and tends to the dissolve, but the non-polar hydrophobic region tend to avoid contact with water. The non-polar region of molecule cluster together to present the smallest hydrophobic area of the aqueous solvent, and the polar region are arranged to maximize their interaction with the solvent, a phenomenon called the hydrophobic effect. This stable structure of amphipathic compound in water called micelles may contain hundred or thousand of molecules. The forces that hold to the nonpolar region of the molecules together are sometimes referred to as hydrophobic interaction. These are the diagrams. Then van der Waals interaction are weak entropic attraction. When two uncharged atoms are brought very close together, their surrounding electron clouds influence each other. Random variations in the position of the electron around one nucleus may create a transient electric dipole, which induces a transient opposite electric dipole in the nearby atom. The two dipoles weakly attract each other, bringing the two nuclei closer. This weak attraction are called as van der Waals interaction, also known as London forces. Thank you guys.